supercut of imagery from the horror genre and from real life interviews with serial killers. I think it was just an interesting commentary on it all, on how maybe we sort of sensationalize some of these things and glorify them. I mean, it was obviously really, there were some gory moments, some just psychologically thrilling moments from cinema, all cut together. But it was the subtitles in between that really strung it all together in an interesting way. And of course, the interviews themselves too. Just made it all just a really interesting piece.
I thought this was really interesting. I thought that this was kind of like a showcase for the editing of it. I really enjoyed how it was all kind of cut together, choppy enough that you like got the sense of how many different clips they were really pulling from. And I also liked how they, like the parts that they chose to have breaks at with the text that they were writing in, and then like what immediately followed that text, I thought was really, really effective. I also think that the song choice really kind of elevated it and took it to that next level, where it added like just a hint of like creepiness to it almost. Overall, I think it worked really well all together, and I really liked it. I thought it was really well done.
I was really struck by this clever montage of scenes through history that were so well orchestrated, with a song that connected perfectly with each image. The filmmaker can't even imagine how many hours it took them to go through so much footage to pull out and tell a story through images and history. Really was impressed by the time and care they took in pulling this together. Again, the music was perfectly keyed in telling the story, and the inserts of the dialogue really reinforced the images that had preceded it, and just thought the quality was great, sound was great, editing was terrific.
First and foremost, I loved the track in the background. It really captured that, with the compilation, it really captured the cheese factor of the excess in the 80s, and it was a great contrast to the disturbing content and the violence that we consume for entertainment. And it was a really good commentary on, especially all paired so quickly in succession with each other, why we watch this as entertainment, and perhaps what that does to our thinking, our mindset, and ultimately our society. So it was a good little think piece.
Very rock and roll in the way that it challenges Bundy's defense that he was simply a victim of a hardcore porn addiction. Many more average people see many more acts of violence on the news and videos and movies on a daily basis, and somehow we overcome our hidden desires to go out and commit heinous acts of violence against one another. So I call BS. I like the in-your-face sarcasm of the title of the film and how it's wrapped into the theme, and the song choice was bang on too.
A great compilation of fiction and real-life monsters, and I think it was quite disturbing with the exploring of perversions and fears, also the potential aggression that exists in real life, and it's very sexually charged, but I think it was a good horror movie.
An experimental short film, very much in nature. It seems to be making a kind of critique on the ongoing debate that is still everlasting about violence and sexuality and film, and whether these three different areas intersect in such a way that we can prevent violence by censoring film. And it does so by showing various clips from many famous different horror films mixed in with, commercials and interviews, all to kind of evoke this idea that it is a rather ridiculous argument that censorship would be the one and all solution to preventing serial killers, let's say, or crimes such as that from occurring. Because of course, as we've recognized, even in psychology, that is not the one and all solution. So it is a short film with a strong thematic statement, certainly at its core, that is very much open to interpretation as well.